Emotion is the spear.
How did you rope me into this in the first place?
Come on,
This was a date?
It is a date. It's just the beginning of a date.
Oh.
The end of the date is when the date gets fun. You know that.
It better.
Mainstream media has abandoned evidence supporting facts in their panic to prevent the exodus of their audience to Twitter and TikTok as reliable news sources. And that's before Russia, China.
Do you need to get that?
I'm not sure.
Al-Qaeda, all of them flooding
I feel I'm
social
about to
media
find out.
with propaganda masquerading as fear of climate change. That's
Yep,
before
I do think I'd have to get this. You save my seat?
Depends on how long you're gone.
Hey, let me call you right back. Yeah, I gotta find someplace quiet.
That's before the politicians who seek their relevance by exacerbating this emotion, stoking this fear, and arguably
Yeah?
What is it?
The fuck do you think it is? Who is this employee relations pit viper you sent out here to bite me?
I called Chandler, like you said.
Well, they didn't fucking send him. They sent somebody out here to hang me out. You don't have a well that will pass OSHA standards, Monty. Not fucking one. I'm a lot of shit, Monty, but I ain't a fucking patsy. You understand me?
I called Clay, who said he was flying to you. Now, I don't know who they sent that isn't Clay, but I will find out.
Good.
Now, look. Our business is one of constant crisis interrupted by brief periods of intense success. You should know that better than anyone else. Today was a rough one, and I can understand why you might be emotional. But don't let your emotions confuse you as to who the boss is. The boss is me, and don't you ever raise your fucking voice at me again. Let's see what we got here.
Happy Sunday, Monty.
Hey, Buck.
You mind if we play through?
I do mind, actually.
But Monty, you're walking the course. We're in cards.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna be bogged up behind you all day.
Yeah, well, the next hole's a par 5. That'll take you about 8 strokes. Then, of course, Billy here will be hunting for his ball in the rough like a winded bird dog breathing through his mouth for about a half an hour, and then I'll be bogged up behind you. See what we can do with this here.
So we're just supposed to wait.
I guess so. 'Cause I don't wait on anybody.
That was a good shot. Hey, you ever play Pebble Beach?
This is the only course I play. I don't do this shit for fun. I'm too goal-oriented to jog, and I hate the fucking gym, so. Hey, who's that headhunter you sent out to Midland?
Look, Monty, you have an employee who failed to report theft of an asset worth $7 million. That asset was used to move illegal drugs when it landed illegally again on a public roadway.
Road is private.
It's an easement with multiple lessors having access, and a court of law that makes it public. You got a pump jack with numerous OSHA violations, a workover crew violating more OSHA regulations, all under his purview. Now, if something like this happens again, and it will, you'll be negligent because you took no action against an employee who knowingly violated every rule he came across. That nullifies your umbrella policy, making you, and I do mean you, the responsible party in litigation.
You ever been to the patch?
I have not.
Any given day, I might have 5 trucks stolen. I'm not talking pickup trucks either, I'm talking oil tankers. They just disappear one day, and then a couple weeks later, they mysteriously return. And that's just me. Multiply that by 500. You want to see the price of oil go up $30 a barrel? Start reporting that shit to the DEA and watch every camp and every yard turn into a fucking crime scene. Then we're on the timetable of the federal fucking government, which I might say I've seen kindergarten talent shows move with more efficiency than them. Now look, every company has a version of Tommy. You cannot function without one. If I fire him, I'm gonna have to hire somebody else with less experience and less respect.
How are you gonna function with an $80 million lawsuit and a mandatory shutdown from OSHA? It's one man, Monty. Not the one you should be worried about. If I was you, I'd be real worried about myself.
Our concern isn't combustion engine regulation so much as it is the...
It's not a concern, Bob?
It's not the concern. I mean, 60% of American electricity still comes from fossil fuels, 39.8 from natural gas alone, and that number is climbing. Now, nuclear, that's maxed out, unless they build more reactors, and that's not going to happen. Nuclear is not an option for climate change advocates, even though it's our cleanest and most reliable form of energy. Wind is twice as expensive as natural gas, and solar 4 times as expensive. Plus, on its best day of the year, a solar power plant generates electricity for about 8 hours. All our electric vehicles are doing is exporting their emissions to the power plant. Our greatest potential for growth is in exports. China only consumes 14% of the world's petroleum reserves. India's at 4.9%, Russia a little over 3%. We feel that our lobbyists' focus should be on easing the regulations on exports. Our LNG exports to Europe last year climbed to 64% of total
Bob,
exports.
Excuse me, if I may. What you're not seeing in the States is this rabid opposition to fossil fuels of any kind, to their use, to their extraction.
38% of the UK's electricity came from natural gas piped in from Norway, Steve.
But,
Gentlemen.
but 1/4 is from wind, which I agree is unreliable and expensive, and this isn't important, but...
Steve.
Energy consumption is not a social issue,
The
Steve.
hell it's not. It's deeply social. And we must endeavor ourselves to educate the world about our commitment to cleaner
Steve,
energy.
will you shut the fuck up? My God, this is why I don't come to these things. Y'all have been in so many shareholder meetings, you forgot what it is we actually do for a living. We are well diggers. We don't, nor can we ever control how our product is used or what it is used for. There's nothing I can do to make an engine run cleaner because I don't build fucking engines. I don't care what the governor of California says about electric vehicles. I don't care how many career college students block London traffic or spray paint a fucking sculpture. I care that the price of oil stays between $76 and $88 a barrel. That is what we should be discussing. The world has already convinced itself that you are evil and I am evil for providing them the one fucking thing they interact with every day, and they will not be convinced otherwise. Stop wasting your time. Stop fucking wasting mine.
Gee, Monty, tell us how you really feel.
You better start caring, Monty. I mean, your children are going to inherit an oil fortune, but your grandchildren won't. What they inherit, you're going to have to start building now. Now, I know the party's not ending tomorrow, but it is ending.
Another round.
Oh, no, thank you, darling.
Sure. Okay, look, we'll go 60-40, 60 your way.
How many wells?
Phase 1 would be 54. Entire field, we're thinking 250, 300. We drilled 6 exploratory wells, hit on 4, all 4 producing over 200 barrels.
What do you need me for?
Well, the banks, Monty. The fucking private banks won't touch fossil fuels anymore. Fill their fucking G5s with our product, but they won't kick over any paper.
How about Lone Star or Plains Capital?
No. They want full recourse, 9% minimum.
Well, now, Danny, what do you think I'm gonna want?
I'm offering you the upside, Monty.
I don't know. I got my own fields to drill. I have 130 wells to work over and another 50,000 acres surveyed and ready to go.
All right, I'll go 65.
Give me a minute.
Yes, sir.
Diamond wants to do a farm out on a drill to earn.
At what?
60-40.
Where?
All along the Val Verde Basin.
Unless they're covered up with smugglers, you leave a truck there overnight, the son of a bitch is gone the next morning. I'm gonna have to perimeter fence the site. I'm gonna have to get security, take the price up per hole about $750. And that's a big risk down south. You don't just stab the ground that shoots up. You gotta find the pockets.
They hit on 4 of their 6 exploratory wells.
Am I building roads?
Don't know.
How many?
54.
I'm gonna have to bring on another 8 crews. Your split sucks.
Well, I'll work on the split.
Are we gonna hold off on the sage flats?
Nope, those are going too.
There's a lot of unhappy drug dealers in that field. We'll need help with that.
I told you, I'm working on it.
All right, I appreciate it. Listen, if you close this deal, I'm gonna need surveys, I'm gonna need seismographs, I'm gonna need geothermal.
Yep, you'll have all of it.
What bank? I need to know how big the microscope up my ass is gonna be.
No bank.
I thought we don't do that anymore.
The stars aligned. We're pushing the chips toward the middle.
You're pushing 300 million chips in the middle, Monty.
Well, they're my chips, aren't they, Tommy? I get 100% until I recoup. 70% for 12 months after that, 65% perpetuity.
What am I, Monty? A fucking sucker?
No, what you are is an over-leveraged LLC without enough credit to pull a loan. And you're too greedy to offer any collateral or risk any of your profits, so you want no recourse, this is the price. Or, fuck you. Go on over to TPG or Fortress and watch the masterclass they're giving on getting fucked.
All right. You got yourself a deal.
I'll have a contract on your desk by the end of the week.
Yeah, I have a counter on the settlement.
A what? Did they hire an attorney?
Came up with it on their own.
They what? Hold on, let me get in the car. Did you say no attorney?
I'm not in a position to answer that.
You think you're pretty smart, don't you?
Smart enough.
How much?
$1 million.
Jesus, Nate, how the fuck did they know to counter?
One of the family members asked Cooper Norris to sit in.
Tommy Norris's kid? My fucking employee, Cooper Norris?
Yes, sir.
Oh, Jesus. All right, do the $1 million with an NDA and restrict the offer to whoever the fuck he's advising.
With an NDA.
What's an NDA? It means you can't disclose the settlement or the amount of the settlement with anyone, including other family members.
Which means they don't get it.
That's not fair. Oh.
No. No, they all need to get it.
They won't sign unless it's for all 3.
Put Rebecca on the phone.
Yes, sir.
Hey there! I thought you were pretty hot shit after that deposition, but looks like you're getting hustled here by a fucking worm off a workover crew. Now, you think this widow is gonna be able to find a litigator to work on contingency?
Not without his help, but I think she can count on that.
Fucking pay it and paper it and then fire that lying, backstabbing son of a bitch.
You can't do that, sir. It's wrongful termination.
Tell him not to worry. I quit.
He is tendering his resignation.
Oh, well, fucking great. It looks like something's finally going my fucking way.
He's not wrong. You need to get those leases together. That's $1 billion, Monty.
It's more than that. And then what? Huh? Shit, my dad retired at 68. 5 months later, he was dead. He died of boredom. No purpose.
Well, make Cammy your job and those girls your purpose.
Jesus Christ. Tommy's my 3rd fucking bypass. work isn't killing me. It's this fucking busted, rotten heart. That said, I am planning on stepping back. I'm making you vice president of operations. Hell, you're doing the work already. You might as well have the title and the raise.
Thank you.
What are your thoughts on Rebecca?
We don't need her anymore. And the way she works is a liability.
You know, it's funny. She says the exact same thing about you. I'm offering her a permanent position.
You don't need any more in-house counsel.
I'm offering her vice president of exploration. She's the shrewdest negotiator I've ever seen, and she's an absolute killer.
Monty, she's a lawyer. She don't know anything about oil. She ain't a geologist.
She's got Dale and she's got you.
Well, I just think it's a mistake.
Well, believe it or not, I'm not sitting here asking for your fucking permission. Figure out a way to work with her.
All right.
My daughter's out there. Yeah, of course, why would they be?
All right, Monty. I'll see you.
Yeah.